Hi, my name is Dr. Annette Pullen. I am core faculty at Mid-America Christian University in the Adult School of Psychology and Counseling. I am also the practicum director of the counseling students who have made it to the fieldwork portion of their counseling program. Today we're going to be discussing best practices of counseling supervision. In order to help us with our discussion, we're going to refer to a resource from the Association of Counselor Education and Supervision. In this resource, they take a look at the standards for counseling supervisors. In order to help us today, we're going to take a look at 11 core areas of traits and characteristics of an effective professional counseling supervisor. A professional counseling supervisor is an effective counselor who, through the development of their competencies and knowledge they acquired through their training, education, and their own supervised employment experience, they are able to demonstrate knowledge of counseling theories and their methods. They are also able to demonstrate skill in the application of these theory and methods in order to help their supervisees understand these. A professional counseling supervisor also demonstrates personal traits and characteristics that are consistent with the role. They are able to commit to personal and professional development through their own evaluation and ongoing assessment, as well as continuing education in the profession. A professional counseling supervisor also is knowledgeable about ethical and legal aspects of the profession. They are able to help their supervisees find resources that help them with the need that they have that might be considering ethical aspects of it or legal aspects of it. They are also able to communicate to the counselor knowledge of ethical considerations that pertain to the supervisory process, including dual relationships, dual process, evaluation, informed consent, confidentiality, and vicarious liability. A professional counseling supervisor is also able to demonstrate conceptualization of the knowledge of personal and professional nature of the supervisory relationship, and they are skilled in applying this knowledge. The counseling supervisor is also able to demonstrate knowledge of individual differences when it comes to gender, race, ethnicity, culture, and age. Sometimes if there's a varied age between supervisor and supervisee, this can create some dynamic that would have to be worked through in order to have an effective quality relationship while they work together as supervisor and supervisee. It's important as a professional counseling supervisor to pay attention to that, as well as being able to teach your supervisee their own personal differences regarding those particular areas. Professional counseling supervisors also are able to demonstrate conceptual knowledge of supervision methods and techniques. They are skilled in using this knowledge to promote counselor development. Here at MACU, we try to utilize a encouraging approach rather than a discouraging approach to help our counselors in training grow. Professional counseling supervisors demonstrate conceptual knowledge of the counselor developmental process. They are also skilled in applying this knowledge. This helps them to show their supervisees that they understand the developmental nature of supervision. They also are able to demonstrate the knowledge of various theoretical models of supervision. They also use supervisory methods appropriate to the counselor's level. For a counselor that's coming right out of their master's level training, they would have to keep in mind that they might not have the same understanding that somebody that's been working in the field under somebody else's license for a time, that they're now supervising, they've had 2 years of experience, of counseling experience. There's going to be different ways to approach each of those individuals. A professional counseling supervisor is also able to demonstrate knowledge and competency in case conceptualization and management. What this is, it's important to remember that when a new supervisee comes into a supervisor situation, they sometimes don't know how to present cases in a case conceptualization and management approach to case consult. So demonstrating that and modeling that and helping them learn and grow in that area helps demonstrate that you're a professional counseling supervisor. Again, a professional counseling supervisor is also able to demonstrate knowledge and competency in client assessment and evaluation. When a counselor in training begins to do assessments, it can take them an extremely long time to do an assessment, and sometimes they can struggle with the time frame that they've been given to get that assessment done. So demonstrating and monitor the use of tests and test interpretations. You also help assist the counselor in providing rationale for the assessment procedures, so that they are able to utilize the best use of their time when doing assessments and evaluations of clients. Also, a professional counseling supervisor would demonstrate knowledge and competency in oral and written methods, as well as how to record certain things in the counseling profession. What this means is the counseling supervisor understands the meaning of accountability. So it's important to document, teach your supervisees how to document effectively, what to document, and how. They also assist the counselor in effectively documenting supervisory and counseling related interactions. So it is important to have correct forms for documenting that time and utilizing them to help the counselor in training grow. Professional counseling supervisors also demonstrate knowledge and competency in evaluation of counseling performance. The counseling supervisor can interact with the counselor from perspective of evaluator. So what this means is you're from the perspective of the evaluator, you're evaluating, and then you're able to give effective feedback. So sometimes as a professional supervisor, it can be difficult to give feedback because there may be certain approaches that might come across as authoritative. So consider that when you're working with your supervisee, what's the way they can best hear you? So there's either authoritative, assertive, direct, non-direct, different styles of supervision that can help you with your best practice for supervision and how to professionally evaluate the supervisee in training. So professional counseling supervisors are also knowledgeable regarding records in counseling and counselor supervision. They take effective documentation, they make sure that their supervisees know this documentation, and they also facilitate and monitor research to determine effectiveness of the programs, services, and techniques. Now, I know this has been a lot of information in a short period of time here, but we just want to make sure that you are understanding some of the best practices that we see as important here. And of course, there's always more to learn and grow in this field. That's what's great about the field. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to helping you as you grow.